This is by far my favorite place to record, and I know it's plain and we're moving soon. I said this in the last vlog, so I can't dress it up, but the lighting is on point. You guys, if you didn't watch my last vlog, get the Stanley Cup. It's worth the hype. There's those certain things that everybody's obsessed with, and you feel like such a basic bee getting it. You guys get it. Anyways, hello you guys, welcome back, or welcome to another vlog. If it's your first time here, my name is Ashley. If not, welcome back. This is a series that I started a while ago. You know, trying to figure out this YouTube space and just sharing the things that I'm most passionate about, which is health and wellness and motherhood. So those are two things that I really want to focus on sharing. I have obviously other interests, but these are things that I'm really interested in. One of my videos blew up, and by blew up I mean like 450 views, on my Molly Suds video. I started a series called Toss the Toxins, and I shared some of my favorite products and some of my favorite household appliances, and I want to continue doing that. So I'm gonna do an updated one on the Molly Suds because I've tried a few of their newer products. I know people are asking me about that, but today I want to talk to you guys about Aleavia. This is so much like the company that I talked about, Molly Suds. You guys, I think the first thing that I want to say is I know that this can be overwhelming if it's something that you're trying to prioritize. It shouldn't be overwhelming at all. Take the overnight switch and allow yourself to make progress within the switch. Don't go and throw all of your products out. Slowly make the switch when you're out of something. You're done with your body wash, then switch it. There's so many incredible ways to find clean products. EWG website. There's also a girl that I found on Instagram who has an app. It's $20. I just found it actually a little bit ago. I need to purchase it and start using it so I can share it with you guys. Also, the only annoying thing about being out here is that the air conditioner turns on and off, so I apologize. There are so many different products that are clean, that don't have junk in them, and there's so many people that are out there spreading the word on companies that are greenwashing. Greenwashing is something that, you know, I'm gonna do a whole vlog just kind of like on how I got here with this situation, but greenwashing is something that there's so many products that I've had in my household that are not clean, that advertise themselves as clean. They look like they're clean. People use them thinking they're clean. Mrs. Meyer's is one of them. I used to love that, you guys. There's nothing that I love more than a good scented hand soap, you guys. We love fragrance. We're just, human beings love fragrance. They love it. Going to Bed Bath & Beyond used to be like the thing back in the day, and going and getting Vanilla Bean Noel and on Christmas, and you know, getting all your fall scents, and we all love that. But there's so many good people that are putting out good products that are good for you, the environment, and for your family, that you're putting on your precious God-given body. You guys, health is everything, and we don't realize that health is everything until we don't have it anymore. So I feel like every little thing that I'm doing is contributing to my quality of life, and you know, I can't control what's gonna happen, but what I can control are the things that I'm consuming, things that I'm putting in my body, the things that my children are, and it's just really, really important. So again, thank God that I keep looking over here because I have these beautiful bottles. I am just so grateful for these incredible people that, you know, go through these things like I'm about to tell you, and then it inspires them to create. So like I said, I'll do a whole nother vlog on good little tips and tricks, but you guys, this is probably, I feel like, you know, just when you're obsessed with the lineup that you have, this really is like top 5, one of my favorite products. I've been using it for about a year now, and this story just blows my mind. I do want to say that this story does involve a miscarriage, so I just want to put like a little disclaimer out there if this is something that you don't want to listen to. But if not, I think it's important to talk about these things. I think it's important so that women don't feel alone. I think it's important to educate ourselves, and I think it's important to understand why these things happen, because there are reasons. So the founder of this company is Kelly Graham. She had a podcast. She hasn't uploaded on there. There's only a few episodes, but I did go and listen to them. I took some notes, so I have some notes here, but I just listened, and I actually listened to her first episode twice. She is so stinking sweet. I love how vulnerable she is. I love how honest she is and sharing her story, and it could have just been another company, and it's not. There's just so much love and passion and purpose. And honestly, when you want to be a mother, or you are a mother, like you're unstoppable. So her story starts off with her fertility journey. One of the most beautiful things that she said towards the end that I want to share now is that she knew that this was just God's plan all along, and that she had to experience these things in order to get here today. And I think that that's, again, with the motto that I was sharing with you guys, is living in your story and understanding that nobody has it easy, whether it's fertility, pregnancy, birth, or postpartum, parenthood, whatever it is for you. It's never, it's never perfect. We all have our struggles, no matter what it looks like. So she had issues with her fertility, and forgive me if I'm not sticking to this. Like I said, I have notes because I never want to misrepresent somebody, but this is just my version of what I took and how I was inspired by her. When she was 28, she was married. Her and her husband had great jobs. That is when they decided that they were ready to start a family. She had no issues getting pregnant. She just had issues maintaining the pregnancy. And over the span of 3.5 years, it just continued over and over and over and over again. So one day she was leaving her doctor's office, and she was leaving with just more bad news and disappointment. And she saw a woman that had a baby, and they got to talking, and she said, yeah, I'm here to show the doctor that I had this specialist that I had a baby. And they started talking and sharing stories, and she said, can I please call you later because I want to share my story with you? So she called her later, and she told her that she had found this specialist that was in Chicago that dealt with this specific issue. I don't remember the exact issue that Kelly had, but she told her, she said, just go get checked out, go check this place out. Kelly talked to her husband about it. Obviously, after that long, 3.5 years, you guys, of just devastating news, him seeing somebody that he loved go through something so terrible, and so on and so forth. It was a really hard decision, but he decided to jump on board with her because, again, when you want to become a mother, you're just unstoppable. So she went to Chicago, and she ended up finding out what was wrong with this office. And this office told her that she had an 80% chance of carrying to term. And they set her up with this protocol, and she carried her first baby to term all the way to 38 weeks. And I do have to say, if I remember, it's not like the protocol was easy. And I know after that many losses, I'm sure it was really difficult to fully enjoy the pregnancy week to week without the fear of, losing your child. For those of you guys that don't know, I am currently 23 weeks. I'll be 24 in a few days. And I had my last child at 28 weeks, and it's been really, really difficult week to week. When you know what can happen, you just never know what somebody's going through, you guys. So, but again, I want to say this again because I just want to offer you guys like a little love. Like, I want you to feel this in your souls. Like, just because you see somebody doesn't struggle with fertility, or maybe they're not struggling with their pregnancy, or maybe they're not struggling, maybe they had this beautiful, perfect birth, or maybe they're not struggling postpartum, or maybe they're not struggling in parenthood. Like, that's not the case. We all have things that we struggle with, or we have worries and fears and things that we go through. So, we're always trading one thing for another, and that's because that's just the way that life is, and it's not supposed to be easy, but it sure is worth it. After she had her daughter at 38 weeks, it just opened up a whole nother door to the greatest product on the planet. So thoughts of having baby number 2 were already coming to fruition, and she accidentally got pregnant with number 2 naturally because, again, she didn't have any issues getting pregnant. She just had issues maintaining the pregnancy. So she called the specialist in Chicago. They were not very happy with her, but there goes AC. They were not very happy with her, but they told her, come on down and let's start the protocol. You know, this is really, you know, you didn't start on, you know, all of these. And of course, again, her husband's like, we're gonna go through this again. Like, this is so scary. And, you know, again, seeing his wife go through, you know, all of this was not easy. And so she started the protocol a little late, but she started it. I believe, I wanna say it was around Christmas time. She had a doctor's appointment, a follow-up, and she went in and she was feeling fine, and her doctor was doing just the normal things that you do at your doctor visit, your OB visit. She was 23 weeks, crazy, and she was dilated. And the doctor was like, you need to go immediately to the hospital. So not only was she dilated, but she was fully exposed. So it was go time. Like, there was no time to waste. And 23 weeks, you're not considered, you know, viable. I know this because this is what I'm told all the time. Oh, you're still so early. I'm like, what do you mean? I have this, you know, I don't know. I just feel like it's a person, whether it's, you know, from the second that you pee on a stick, that's a person, you know. There's no, I understand why they say viability, but because the chances of survival outside of the womb, you know, are so low. Even going from week 23 to 24, it's like insane, the percentages of survival rate, just because the baby's lungs aren't developed. But, you know, you still, from the second that you pee on the stick and you see that positive sign, you start to just imagine and manifest your life with this little being, you know. And so I know exactly what she was feeling at that point, even though with my last, I was 28 weeks, which is a really good place to be at. Still really scary and risky. Anything can happen. Nobody wants a 23 or 28 week baby. But so this is when it got really, for me, emotional. So she goes to the hospital, and, you know, obviously because I can connect to the story so much, and they're telling her all these outcomes and these statistics and of, you know, having a 23, you know, week baby and what it's going to look like. And she maintained bed rest for weeks and weeks and weeks. And she shared this story, and this is what I know that I'll get right. Her doctor came in and he made a poster of day by day, and he said, we're just going to take day by day. And every day he would come in to visit her and talk to her and check on her, and he would just X off each day and be like, we made it through another day. And I mean, she had a toddler at home. Husband's on his own, working his full-time job and taking care of their toddler. Kelly is in the hospital, not knowing what's gonna happen, scared, all alone by herself. I mean, it's just so much. It's incredible to me what, as human beings, we can handle mentally, emotionally, and physically. And I think the craziest part is where we end up at the end of it. She made it, I feel like I could cry. She made it to 34 weeks, you guys. And she spent 97 days laying on her back. So you can only imagine delivering this baby, finally making it. That was, you know, the one thing that she could finally breathe with. And then the next thing was the recovery, what this recovery was gonna look like after all of this trauma and disappointment and worry and just constant state of fear, you know? So once she got home, she just was sick, just getting sick with health issue after health issue after health issue. She threw her back out. She would get strep throat like every 3 months. And because of all of these things that she was fighting against, her immune system would just collapse. That was honestly only the beginning. She suffered from, I wrote this down, panic attacks, headaches, low progesterone levels. And so she met with a doctor who I actually listened to this episode as well, who helped her get on her journey to heal her gut. And I think it's incredible because, you guys, you have to advocate for yourself. You have to not only just trust the opinions of one doctor, and you have to go with your heart. Nobody knows, you guys, it's a guessing game. Nobody knows your body as much as you do. And you just need that one person, you know, that one person that changes the game for you. And you have to be that one person, but there will be that one person if you continue to seek it out. So she's dealing with all these health issues, and I mean, it was really devastating what she was dealing with. Just not, and then too, like, not, you know, you already don't feel like yourself after you have a baby, and you're dealing with all of these things, you know, hormonally, and she had all of these other health issues, and again, the trauma of going through what she went through, just sitting there, you know, and the trauma on the body. That's one thing that I'm feeling a lot now. My body knows the trauma and understands what we went through together. And, you know, it's really difficult. So eventually she has 2 sweet little girls who are now, I think they're literally in college because I follow them on Facebook. I'm sorry, I'm not even on Facebook. I haven't been on Facebook in forever. Instagram. And so she has 2 beautiful daughters who I think are in college now. And her one daughter, I don't remember which one, developed a skin condition. And Kelly also had some sort of skin condition, I think, that she developed that she had to deal with, but her daughter did. And this is what kind of really opened the door to mother's instincts. So after getting prescribed cream after cream after cream after cream for her daughter, she just had enough of it. Her daughter had really bad eczema, and I think the other thing that we don't realize, and what I've realized opening the door on this path, is that this is not a hereditary thing, and we've been taught, or we've been told, that it's a hereditary thing. It is in the gut. It's what we're eating, it's what we're breathing, it's what we're wearing, it's all of these things. It's your body literally being like, there's something wrong from the, you know, from the inside, and it's showing on the outside. And so, you know, the creams can only work so long, and there's just so much junk in the cream. And trust me when I say I'm all for modern medicine. There is a time and there's definitely a place, but we're never encouraged to actually find out what is going on the inside and why it is, and what's inflaming it, what's triggering it. And that's what I mean when I say we have to advocate for ourselves. So then again, here's God just placing all of these situations into Kelly's life. But she met a chemist who was a formulator and changed it all. So he had a plant-based formulation that was happening for whatever he was doing. I don't remember exactly that whole story, but she used it, and after 21 days of just using this formulation, cured, completely cured. Like, just the eczema, no issues, no flare-ups, good to go. She was amazed. She was inspired and spent the next year working on a formula for Aleavia. You guys, this is plant-based. So I have Citrus Bliss Orchard. They have a seasonal cranberry that literally smells like sweet tarts. I wish that I could buy 20 and just have them for the whole year because they're just so good. The first one that I ever purchased was Orchard. Citrus is pretty good. It's kind of like a grapefruity. Yeah, see, so it says cold pressed with grapefruit seed oil and lemongrass oil. Orchard is, cranberry is #1 for me, for sure. But then, like, you want to switch it up too. You don't want to get sick of them. Orchard is #2 for me. So good. So this is plant-based prebiotic skincare. It's moisture rich. Again, this is the Orchard. There's only 8 ingredients. They're all pure, with cold pressed orchard oil and Acadian sea kelp, you guys. So with this environmental chemist, I'm pretty sure he was the one that explained to her that, you know, we're all focused on probiotics, but healing comes within the prebiotics. And now I'm not like the best at explaining any of this, so you can definitely dive into it on your own. But so that's how they started to formulate this. So it's all, the key is in the prebiotics. I just want to read to you guys what's on the back here. So moisturizes with organic coconut oil, purifies with cold pressed orchard oil, and is age defying with organic Arcadian sea kelp. You guys, this is literally the most nourishing thing you could put on your skin. It is so good. I used to be obsessed with loofahs, and then found out that they carried all this bacteria. And again, you win some, you lose some. I got rid of the loofah when I started using this, and it's not super soapy and sudsy. I used to be obsessed with that. That is not normally typically a good sign for ingredients, things that get like that. But I just lather some on my hands. I use this to shave. I have used this, and my husband Colin has used this on their hair. You can use this on your children. I haven't used it because I'm afraid it's not tear free, so I don't want it to get in their eyes. But you know, a brand new baby you can use on just like their body. So right here it says probiotics, health food for the skin. A proprietary blend of all natural ingredients act as a prebiotic biostimulant, nourishing healthy microbes on the skin. An enzymatic activity is stimulated at the cellular level, and skin is naturally able to reveal a healthy, radiant complexion. Literally though. Aleavia is free of any artificial lathering chemicals. Filtered water, coconut oil, aloe vera, Dead Sea salt, Arcadian sea kelp, cold pressed orchard oil, citric acid, and plant glycerin. All organic ingredients, you guys. Again, this one is just so good. Colin uses it too. He loves it. You can order these on Amazon. They also have other products. They have face wash. I've used this as face wash. They have a facial mist. They have lotions. They have hand soaps and all of that. This is all that I've used for now because I really love the other products that I've been using that they have, so I haven't tried any. Maybe one day I will. But you guys, so dang good. So good for you, so good for your body. Let's see if I can. You guys, your skin is your largest organ. So not only are you putting something just so yummy and luxurious on your skin, but you're also supporting somebody that is just a complete badass, who's changing the game, who is like inspiring as heck, that she took all of this struggles and all of these get down, get back up again things in her life and turn them around and use them for the greater good, and has changed my life and has, you know, good energy in my home. You guys, you have to think about that too. Like, what kind of energy are you welcoming into your home? You know, to be able to have enough respect for your clients and not sneaking in nasty ingredients that are making us sick, that are causing infertility issues. This is the same thing with Molly Suds, realizing that there is an issue with, if you haven't watched that video, you can go back and watch that. It's a beautiful story too. And realizing that we have to do better. So like I said, you can get these on Amazon too. I think it's $24. They're on Prime, but we stack up on the website because anything over $75 is free shipping. And because again, you're supporting a small business, you're supporting somebody that poured their entire life story into these bottles, you guys. So special. There's just the best energy around this. You can find codes online for people that promote them. You can get, I think your first order is a certain percentage off, but you guys, it is so special to me, and I'm just really grateful to have found this product and have heard this story and understand what is behind it, because you guys, it matters. We're human beings, we're energy. You know, our skin is our largest organ. It's just soaking anything and everything up, and it matters. So you guys, check Aleavia out. I'll link their Instagram, I'll link the podcast name, all of that down below. If you have any questions, please let me know. You guys, I hope that you enjoyed this story. I hope it inspires you. I hope it moves you. I hope it reminds you that you're not alone. I hope it reminds you that we're all going through something health-wise, you know, mentally, physically, emotionally, whatever it is. But take your story and turn it into something great, you guys. Maybe you can't see it right now. You know, I'm sure Kelly couldn't see it then. You know, like I said, she's 28 years old. Her and her husband have the jobs and have the life and have the love and, you know, all of the things. I'm sure she couldn't see it then, but look at now. Dang, look at now. So if you can't see it, know that I can see it for you. I have hope and I have love. I'm sending you love. Like I said, check them out. I hope you enjoy this series. Lots more to come. I have so many different products that I have just loved welcoming into my home and trying out, and just, it makes the biggest difference, you guys. Take care of yourself, and I will see you in the next video.
Never not, never under yard, never ever, I'm forever on. Check my repertoire, check my repertoire, don't check me not. Let's just checks involved. I've been feeling like I'm next to God, next to God, next to God. Never not, never under yard, never ever, I'm forever on. Check my repertoire, don't check me not. Let's just checks involved. I've been feeling like I'm next to God, next to God, next to God. Never fold, never ever fold, never ever stone a rolling stone till I'm in Rolling Stone. Bet I'm close to goal, need a place, need a safer bank. I've been saving change, I need some space. Chatting in my face, get from around my way. Ay, what you saying, where you at now? I swear that once I leave my city, never coming back down. Way from pushing tapes to glowing up around the map now. Real hot summer, keep my cool, I never act out. Ay, yes indeed. Recognize what you want may not be what you need. Won't take control of me, but I got mouths to feed. Hustle smart, not hard to still get it by any means. Please, never not, never under yard, never ever, I'm forever on. Check my repertoire, check my repertoire, don't check me now. Let's just checks involved. I've been feeling like I'm next to God, next to God, next to God. Never not, never under yard, never ever, I'm forever on. Check my repertoire, don't check me now. Let's just checks involved. I've been feeling like I'm next to God, next to God, next to God. Had to get up, had to get it by myself.